Thank you for tuning in to I've Got Favor, where it's your time to shine with your host, Prophetess T. Hey, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are on God's green earth. Happy New Year. We're finally back here live in the studio. And I'm so excited because we're going to start January off actually with an exciting young man that Danny and I happened to come across in 2024. But you know how we do before we get started. I need y'all to go get the ain'ts, the saints, and all those that are in your business, want to gossip, got room to on your couch, just have them come on over and sit in on this. I need you to go get all them there folks, you know, the nosy neighbors, the people that want to know what is going on in the world, because this right here, this interview you don't want to miss. You've got a future Grammy. We're going to say that, right? Everybody point your hands this way. Future Grammy winner over here. Future Country Music Awards winner sitting over here. How about that? So y'all want to make sure that you were in on that first interview with no other than Brandon Wayne. And Brandon is a new up and coming, shall we say, country artist, or how do you want to be labeled?
Country artist.
Country artist. All right, and he's right here out of. Actually, are you out of Bardstown, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Right now, originally out of Louisville, Kentucky. He is a truly yeehaw person, for real, for real. Y'all gonna hear that little twang. Y'all hear it. Y'all hear it. Y'all gonna hear it because I'm making talk. I love his spirit. I love his passion for his music. I found out he does actually play. He told us that he kind of picks at the guitar,
He
but
picks a little bit.
he plays, y'all. He needs to stop. So we're gonna see about getting him to do that some point. Maybe later on we'll bring him back and have him pick.
It picks me.
We'll have him pick a little bit. So the reason why we're bringing this young man on is because if y'all remember last year, Highly Favored was sponsoring an event that New Haven, Kentucky was having, brought to everybody by the Small Town Big Heart Idol by what is the radio station? Danny.
WLSK.
There you go. The radio station. They were sponsoring that. And it's just like kind of like a little bit like American Idol, but on the smaller note of it. And what they did was they opened up opportunity for a lot of local up and coming artists, people who just kind of play around with singing, those who potentially want to really get into it, or just somebody that maybe just did it on a dare. They kind of opened this contest up to any and everybody, and I think it was from any age, right? There was no age limit.
No age limit.
And they had, I think, what was it? Was it like 7 to 10 tryouts? Places they went? 5. So which one were you at?
I was at the very last one at Cozy Corner.
The very last one. So, and they had different people, and what they did was every night they picked, I think they had 10 every night, right? 10 people who tried out every night.
I think our night they had a few more than 10. But
Did they?
Yeah. Then they just take 2 from each. Yeah.
I think the second night we went at Long Branch over here, they had 10. And then they picked the top 2. And then they went into the final. And then they had a festival here. Well, I call it a festival. But they had an event here in New Haven, Kentucky, where they allowed all of the winners to go up. And it was, they were judged on different aspects of how they presented their music. And it was karaoke. They were allowed to do it by karaoke. But this is the crazy thing about it. Even though it was karaoke, none of them used the screens. Everybody pretty much knew their music. So this here young man sitting over here, didn't tell everybody, he kind of had that, the tactics to how to maneuver when singing before an audience, a live audience, because y'all had a live audience.
Mm-hmm.
We had family and friends and people from all over. Like I said, different age groups. You went up against some youngins
Yeah, and then some oldings.
as well as
Yeah.
some oldins, and he was really, really good. The way he presented to the audience, he ain't saying much now, um, but he did so extremely well when he got out there. And his voice it's amazing the power that he brings. Um, like he makes the words come to life. We kind of look like that for that when we're listening to artists. Is
Yeah.
uh, does it seem like you're feeling what you're singing and all that good stuff? So
If there's no emotion, then you ain't
yeah,
good.
it's hard for it to reach the people because you want your audience engaged
Right.
when you're singing.
Mm-hmm.
So he did a fabulous job. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen. He is your 2024 Small Town Big Heart Idol winner. And one of the things that he won was the opportunity to come to the studio and do a single. We blessed him with that. And let me tell you, he was not a challenge at all. He was not difficult. He made it way too easy, even though he said he hadn't really done anything with the studio, never really tried to record any music to put out there, right?
Nope.
So I'm ecstatic. We're going to get into the juicy juice. I just wanted to give y'all an opportunity to get your people together, to go ahead and hit that share button. If you're on Facebook, and post it to all your groups, invite your family and friends in, because here we're going to talk about tonight an opportunity where y'all can actually get to see this young man live and in person doing what he was in the studio doing last year. So we're going to talk about all that good stuff, but you know how we do. We got to get into the tea. So I got to get all in his tea, his business. So, first of all, you got to tell us a little bit of your background. Tell us your upbringing, where you from, all that good stuff.
Well, I'm from the city in Louisville, but it was a small town in Louisville, like Fairdale, pretty much the barge town of the city. But it's I grew up there. I started. Mom and dad was singers. That's how they met, and then we just kind of watched them do it, and it's something I wanted to do. My brother wanted to do. I'm the youngest, and then we started. As crazy as it sounds, we started doing like the boy band stuff. We started a legend show back home. It took us all over the country. I mean, we was in Canada. We've been everywhere, and uh, we started doing the boy bands because at that age, that's what the girls liked. So that's what we was doing. But then we grew up, and he decided he wanted to do some of the rock stuff. And I said, you know what? I've always loved country. I'm gonna go to country. I didn't have the twang. I had to train my voice to do the twang, and then it just took off from there. Like I started doing like Toby Keith tributes. I grew my hair out. I had the curls. It was yeah something I'm not proud of now, that hair, but I mean I still do it. I got the wig and stuff now, but it's and then it kind of just took off from there. It got pretty big, um, and then I did a few things. I put Stephen Foster Amphitheater, and then I had the opportunities, but I was 17, 18 years old. I got approached by Arista Records and Sony, and I was scared of rejection at the time. So it was just, I was a no show. I didn't even call, I didn't show up. It was nothing. And then kind of dreaded that for a while. So in 2005, I went into a TV show audition in Nashville called Nashville Star. And we did that whole thing, and we tried American Idol and all that stuff, and met a few friends. I actually auditioned Nashville Star with Chris Young. We became friends for quite a while until he blew up. Now he's one of the biggest acts in country music. He went on to win the show, and number one after number one. But and then I settled down. I wanted the family. It was like we was doing so many shows a year. There's a lot of people out there that want to be musicians, but they don't understand. Like it takes a lot. Like it takes a village of a support system because you're doing so much. You don't have time for anybody else. So
Mm.
and I got burned out. I can't believe I'm saying that, but it was like I'm settling down. I want to have a family. I want to have kids, and I started doing that. We'd get a few calls here and there. Look, can you come play? Can you do this? And then my girls see me do it, and it's like I've always had the spark there, but and then seeing them get into it and the way they enjoy it and the way they smile and the glow in their eyes, I mean, it just lit the flame for me again. And it's like, look, I'm gonna get serious about it this time. I need to go do this. If they want to do it, I'm gonna show them I can do it too. We'll do it together. So here we are.
And here we are. And like I said, you do have an amazing voice. I still find it funny when he says that they did the boy band thing,
Hmm.
and I'm listening to him. Nothing about him says pop.
We did. We had the bedazzled bandanas and the shiny suits and the
I
choreography.
should have made you bring pictures
We did
so
the whole
we could have
thing.
showed it.
Mhm.
I really, really.
Yep.
I might have to have him back, y'all, and make him bring evidence.
No, they're all burned and gone.
Now, look, wifey, if you're listening, so we'll have to talk about that because we got to go back to way back then. We got to visit that. So here we are now. You decided what made you decide to try out specifically for this? I mean, did you get up doing other stuff and just happen to come across this or what?
It was well when I seen that them advertising, it was really was the opportunity to do this with you guys, and it was like, this is a chance. Why not take it? So we did it. One and done. We went to the last audition, tried it, made the finals, and won, and here we are.
And that was amazing. He said this was his first year of actually trying out. And we thank Dave and them for the opportunity to even bring us into it because we're new to the community as well. So we were so excited and ecstatic to be able to work with you. You've been a pleasure
You
and a
guys too.
blessing, your whole family. We consider you family. And like I said, this song is truly incredible. He he is so humble, y'all. But he did. I'm telling you, working with him and watching him create and listen to you behind the mic, singing, and he even took constructive criticism well, asked questions, but it took you no time. Did you think it was going to go this fast?
I mean, I try to be ready for whatever arises. Like I don't like anything. Anything that comes in front of me, I'm ready to just knock it out and get it done, get it over with. So
Because I mean, you came ready to work.
I work
Like
hard.
it was not like rehearsed when he got here. It was like I had rehearsed at home,
Hmm.
and I get in the studio, and I'm real serious about that. Um, were you? uh, Tell me, what were you thinking? Was it like what you thought it was gonna be before you walked in the door?
I think it helped. I was a nervous wreck coming in because I've never put out anything original. And that's always what I wanted to do. But I think it I think it helps having a good set of producers like you and Danny, like are
Oh,
just laid back,
we paid him, y'all. We paid
like
him.
I mean, y'all made everything. I mean, y'all made everything smooth. And I mean, like you just took me in. And, like,
You were fun to work with, like I said. Um, I want to talk about how as far as choosing what type of sound you wanted for the first single, because that's a big deal. When you think about it, what is the first thing you want to put out? Are you looking to put out the number one single, or are you just looking to put out something for fun, or are you looking to put out something that all the teeny boppers bop to? I mean, was all that going through your head when
yes,
coming up?
it is. I mean, it's a lot to think about. But I wanted something that I wanted something that is different. That I can step out of my comfort zone. That I'm not like if you come to a show, you see me what I do, but I try to stick to the same stuff, but I shy away every now and then. But like musically, I wanted something that I wanted to push myself, get that one out there, and then go back to do me after that. But I wanted that opportunity to broaden my horizon, but I wanted something that I could relate to, that was personal to me, and like I feel like with the slower stuff, I could put, you know, I can put the emotion in it I want. 'Cause I want people to feel what I sing. Like if I can't make somebody feel something that I'm singing, I'm not gonna sing it.
So would you say you're like a balladeer?
I like I like performing the faster stuff, but vocally, I think the slower stuff and the ballads just I think they're working to my favor. I feel like I can touch people with. I think I can make people feel the emotion. Like, and to me, in music now, there's a few people out there that can make you feel that, and everybody else is just I'm putting out party anthems, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. 'Cause I think it's hard to find somebody that can just put the emotion in it, like hit you in the guts and give you the feels. But
And I think that comes with being authentic. And I think actually this generation that's out there now, that's what they're looking for. They want to be able to relate, like actually imagine
mhm,
themselves in whatever you're singing about and feeling. I think that's kind of why they get into Jelly
Jelly Roll,
Roll
yeah,
and Billie Ellis is Iris or however you enunciate
Billie
her name.
Eilish,
Yeah,
yeah,
because they are like
yeah,
all kind of things that have been going on in your head that you're afraid to tell
yeah,
anybody you're thinking they
absolutely.
and all these kids are like, oh my God, that's exactly what I was feeling. So um with listening to you talk about coming out of your comfort zone and but still wanting it to be something personal that really touched people.
Mm,
So uh with thinking about the name of your single,
mm,
um how do you think, because it's called,
Girl Dad.
how do you think people are going to relate or be able to imagine themselves in this song?
I mean, I feel like if you're a father of girls, that's more of the target group in this song. But I mean, that's all I got is girls. That's all I know. But I mean, it's like I feel like just the experience of that, and I feel like it's a touching song. I feel like we put a lot into it, just telling the story from one kid to the other kid, and um, eventually they're going to grow up. But they're always, they're always going to be your little girl.
So how is that experience in itself?
Something
You're
I'm
the
not
only
ready for.
male in the
Yeah.
house, right? Is there male animals?
There's a yeah, male animal. Yeah.
So that has to be an experience because
Oh
you
yeah.
got to go through different emotional stages and different ages.
Yeah. More than I should. We'll leave it at that.
So, why not sing about what
Right.
what life is for you, and maybe for somebody else too.
That is my life. My girls. That's it.
So,
I
and
want to do this for them. Like,
that was wonderful to
mhm,
actually put your family as the focus of
mhm,
what your first single was going to be about, and something so personal. Let me ask you this: because it's so personal, do you think you want to get through it without
yeah.
bawling?
Yes.
Really?
I try to hide my emotions on stage, but every now and then, like I mean, I can't say that. I've done a few songs, covers, and dedicated it to them, but and I'll tear up and choke up, and they're not there. So it's like they'll be here next week. So we'll see. I try to cover my emotions pretty good, but if I feel them coming, I usually turn away and take a breath. But we'll see.
So I know y'all wondering, like, you said that we would get the opportunity to see him in person doing this single. What are we talking about? Where are we talking about?
We're talking about the Long Branch Saloon out here in New Haven, Kentucky. We are having our single release party, 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock, open to the public. Anybody can come out and support us. It's going to be a fun night. We got a good show lined up. The venue is cash only. I will say, yeah, I got to get that out there. But it's we're gonna have a good time. It's also my birthday. I know. I think you're
Happy,
you're right
mine's is
there around
coming
the
up.
corner. I
Yeah,
think you're the 22nd. So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, my birthday that night. So it worked out perfect. We decided like I've never done a show on my birthday. I've always wanted to, but uh, this opportunity came up. I'm like, what's a better birthday than releasing your debut single? And my daughter's going to perform in front of me, so like she's going to take the stage as one of the special guests. She's never done that, so like it's gonna be a fun night.
Wow.
Mhm.
So this really is family night.
Mhm.
And like we said, on such a momentous occasion, the single release and your birthday.
Mhm.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Okay, let me get back to it. And then, like you said, we are going to have some special guests that will be opening up for
Mhm.
you and your daughter. So we got up and coming Brooklyn Marie.
Mhm.
So What do you think made what made you decide to use her? Or did she say, "Hey, Dad, I want to do this"?
It
How did you
was
come around?
to me, it was never an option. Look, when he said we're having a single release party next door, and we need opening acts. I'm like, it's got to be her. Like, she loves to sing, and she's always when I do a show, she don't want to sing, and it's like I'll bring you up at the end to do one, and then when she does one, she don't want to stop. She's doing another one, so I'm like, this is her chance. Like if I'm doing this and I need to open an act, it was always going to be her. And then we're bringing along Jordan Barmore from Cox's Creek. He's going to be joining us as well. So I had the opportunity at the small town Big Heart Idol. He qualified with me, and then you know he was at the finals as well. He's a great young man. He's got a
Yes,
great voice.
amazing. And we say young man when you hear his voice, you think he's a man, but he's 13, right? Is he 13,
14.
14?
Mhm. Just turned 14, I think.
My goodness. And such power. If you close your eyes, you're going to think he's whoever the artist is
Hmm.
he'll be doing covers for. So I don't have my glasses on. So let's see. Do we got questions that hey, we can't oh yes, so we got Miss Amber, who is the owner of the Long Branch Saloon next door. Hey,
She'll
thank
be
you for
hosting the
tuning in.
event.
Yeah. So talk about that too. Talk about who's going to be emceeing for you that night.
I believe we got Big Dave Colvin coming down from the radio station. Uh, it was them that put the event on. It's only fitting that it's him that MCs for the evening from 100.9 WLSK. Super excited about that. Uh, you guys are going to be there running sound, I believe. So we have professionals all around us. So it's a well put together show, and it's going to be a fun time.
So is there a cover charge for
Yep.
anybody's coming?
Free,
So
free entry, free show, free open to the public, uh, open to anybody of any age. Um, like I said, it's just cash only. So don't come without cash.
so like we said, it's going to be in a saloon, and it actually looks like a saloon. So it is where you can bring children, but there will be alcohol served. So that's why I keep saying cash only. Well as you can get food there to amazing. The wings, y'all. Oh, well, everything out there is good. The wings is good. The burgers is good. Everything is good. They be putting their foot in stuff, and it has seasoning, y'all. So, black folks, we gotta have seasoning. So they be putting their foot in it over there. We don't eat everybody cooking,
It's good.
so it's
It's
really
good,
good.
and it's the perfect place. Like
Yeah,
if you're an
friendly
artist, and if
atmosphere.
you're an artist, or especially as a country artist, like a place like that, that's the kind of place that you want to play. The atmosphere. It's second to none. It's just like it makes you feel as when you're doing that. Like it makes you feel like this is where you're supposed to be. Like
And that's the whole atmosphere, even with the people that are in there. When Danny and I first uh, opened the studio here, and we just kind of wandered next door just to introduce ourselves.
mhm.
Everybody was so friendly. The bartenders, I guess you can call the ladies bartenders. We no ma'am, y'all ain't bland for sure. Y'all ain't bland. Y'all ain't bland in cooking, and y'all ain't bland and cutting up either. So yes, everybody there. I mean, their guests, everybody was just they made Danny and I feel absolutely like family. They're very wonderful. They do karaoke once a month there. They have all kind of things that happen at the Long Branch. They even have their own page where you can get a little bit of the history of uh, the the I want to say what is this a bourbon capital, which is this area. They kind of do a little history. She got a little spooky stuff that goes on, but we ain't receiving that. I ain't talking about that right now. But I think it is really cool that they opened it up
Mhm.
to you once again to be able to do this,
Absolutely.
and we want to pack the place. So please, you guys, this is one of your own for you who are in Kentucky, you guys that are out from Louisville, people who have been following him, because I mean he's got a pretty much a really good fan base even on his page. If you follow him on social media, he's been posting off and on some of his previous things that he has
Mhm.
done. You had an interview. Tell us about that one.
Had interview with WOKH 102.7. Um, went pretty well, I guess. I didn't hear it. So it seemed like it went well. You know, I think they're currently advertising the show on air. I think they even said something about trying to come in and broadcast live, but I don't know. We'll see schedule wise if they're able to do that. But and then I think WLSK, I think they're advertising right now, so it's we're getting it out there.
And you've been busy, even with going to the studio and everything. As soon as you got done with everything, you put your feet to the ground and took off. I was like, oh my gosh, look, he's at this event, he's at this event, and this. So you guys ready for that? Because
Yeah.
like you said, you already know what it's like.
Yeah, I said I know what it's like, and I feel like that with the girls wanting to do it now, I feel like the support's there, so I can take them with me. Like if I'm gonna go sing, you're gonna sing with me. So it's like you can get the experience with me, and I think that makes it funner for me doing it, knowing that my daughter wants to do it, and that she can follow me where I go, and I can do it with her, spend the time with her,
and watch over her too, because
mm-hmm.
this industry can eat you up too if you're not
She
careful.
says she don't want to do it, but it's secret she wants to do it. And then when we do this show next week, and she's actually out there performing on her own, she's gonna want to do it. So it's like
it's in the blood.
Yeah, I can take you with me. You know, you can do songs at my show. You can you can special guest, and I'm gonna get you out there too.
So how does it feel? Because your wife is amazing. She's been promoting you. She's been a wife manager, really good.
She has
really
stepped up to the plate, and I never asked her to do any of it. She just kind of did something she wanted to do. I know she asked me, "You should let me take over the music page." So I'll just delete mine, and you can start over from scratch. And she's took off, and I mean she's created music pages. She's designing promos, and she's like, I can't say thank you enough to her. Like, she don't like being called out on that stuff, but she stepped up to the plate, and
we think she's amazing.
Yes.
Every time she's telling us about what she's doing and what she's creating and her ideas. I'm like, it's nice when you have support system, like you said, especially from your family. Okay. I think we found it. All right. But it's nice when your family supports you and they're not fighting or battling against you. And especially when you can pull them in on it, especially because you're going to take off and get busy. You're going to be on the road. You're not going to be no small town secret.
We'll see.
No, you're not. You're not going to be. You have an amazing, you have an incredible, amazing gift. So no doubt. And then if people really take in and get into the song, yeah, I think they're going to absolutely love it. Um, when is the release of the song? Because we're saying you're having a release party. When does the song actually?
The song will drop on the 24th at midnight. At midnight on the 24th, and then we will have the release party for those of you that have not heard the song yet or want to come out and have fun anyways, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Long Branch. Or for those of you that have already heard the song, you can come out and sing it with us.
Right, because it will have released by midnight. So it will have already been in circulation by the time we get ready. Yeah. So that's why he says if you already have heard the song, you'll be able to hear it at midnight on the 24th. You'll be able to go get it. It'll be available digital download outlets everywhere.
Everywhere.
So you can get it on Amazon then. It should be on your Apple Play.
Amazon.
Spotify, you'll be able to stream it. It should be also available on YouTube as well. Any site where you can get I think, because you did it through CD Baby. Yep. So I think they have is it close to 990 or so, 100 or so?
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I want to say 900.
Going all over the country, all over the world.
So it'll be everywhere.
And we'll have some hard copies too. We're getting some hard copies made for the people that don't have access to the digital stuff. They'll be able to purchase that night.
So look, guys, this is an opportunity for you to become part of history. You'll be able to meet the man Brandon Wayne in person. You'll get to hear his vocals live because we always say the way they sound on the radio is different than watching them in person and hearing them in
Most
person.
definitely, yes.
So you definitely want to come check him out. Be a support. Get your drink on. Have a good. We're gonna celebrate. I mean, it's going to be a glorious party. Um, and like I said, you can actually bring your kids. Nobody's going to be out of pocket. Y'all ain't got to worry about safety or none of that. It will be handled well. It's going to be for a few hours. You're going to see these amazing people. Like we said, we got Jordan and Brooklyn that's going to open up, and I can't wait. I cannot
I'm
wait to see
excited.
these two.
Hmm.
These are youngins he had open up, and pretty soon somebody will be opening up for them too, because I think the both of them are have potential.
I hope so. I believe so.
It was close, like it was close, because uh, it was you, Jordan, and I forget who the other person like were like in the final three.
Uh,
It wasn't Jordan.
mhm.
Was he Addison? And well, he was he fourth? I know he was somewhere in there in the top. But anyways, it was close. Like they really did an amazing job. So you got to come out and hear them, and I can't wait because it'll be my first time actually hearing
Mhm.
Brooklyn sing something. So I'm excited to see about the potential of where that could go. And she's still young, so
12 years old.
her voice is going to still be doing some developing. So here you can be part of that history of watching, how she got started and where she goes. And like I said, here's an opportunity for you maybe to get him the autograph, some stuff, to take some pictures with him,
Mhm.
to get him booked, because he is performing country artist, but you do other stuff. You cover songs
Mhm.
and
And I'm like I DJ and stuff on the side as well. Yeah.
so, and like I said, he's already been doing stuff. So we're gonna post up his booking information so you can get a hold of him. All you got to do is shoot an email to Brandon Wayne Music 20 at Gmail. That's Brandon Wayne Music 20 at Gmail. And guys, get in where you fit in. So before his calendar gets all booked up, you're at the beginning of the start of everything. Um, I'm sure you do weddings,
Mhm.
whatever,
Anything and
birthday
everything.
parties. If you have venues where maybe you're an artist that's doing some stuff and you need an opening artist, voila, here you
Mhm.
go. So I know we're probably going to have some events here in New Haven and stuff,
Mhm.
and I'm quite sure Long Branch have opportunities where they might even you know love and have you come
Yeah.
back to do something else at another time too.
We'll do it.
But we want to make sure that you guys do come out and support once again. We want to give them the information, the time, the date. It is free of charge. You can bring your children out from 7 to 9, and it's going to be right here in New Haven, Kentucky, at Long Branch Saloon, and the address is 135 South Main Street, 135 South Main Street. Here in you can't miss it. I'm telling you, New Haven is not that big. All you got to do is go down Main, and you're here. You're gonna run into it. I actually want to say it's like right downtown, because isn't
Yeah.
this the
This is
downtown?
pretty much downtown. Yeah.
You just and you're here, man.
I think it's downtown and uptown.
So you want to come on out? We're excited. That's going to be next Friday, the 24th of January, 7 to 9. And I'm telling you, it's a good time, and it's always packed over there for any event. So the regulars are going to be there. So y'all might want to, start packing the house around 6 o'clock, just so that you can get yourself in. You'll be able to park up and down the street as well as that parking lot. But like I said, if word to Wise, uh, get here early. Don't don't be late. Late is too late. Don't be on time. That's late. And we're going to do everything we can to make sure everything starts expeditiously on time. So make sure you're in the house. Like I said, heck, even maybe at 5:30,
Yeah.
I would start pulling up just so that you can get a seat, because eventually it's going to be standing room only. So we got the stage is going to be set up. it's going to be a wonderful time. Like I said, I'm excited about this. The whole process was absolutely amazing. It went way too fast for
It did.
me.
I'm ready to get back at it.
He was like in here, and just to share with him some of the background stuff. So when we got up in here, had you ever thought of writing? Because this is something that's yours,
Right.
original.
Yeah.
So had you ever thought of writing?
I've tried. I never could do it.
He's just full of garbage, y'all, on that end.
It's hard. I never could do it. And when I sat down in this
He
sanctuary,
says it was hard, but how fast did we get on
they said they'd pull it out of him. Yeah,
it?
they did. I mean, I mean, T did a lot of the writing, and then she. I mean, the more you listen to it, the more I got inspired. I started changing
Let
stuff.
me tell you, all I did, I think I gave him the cadence. And once he got the cadence, he was like, scratch paper, toilet paper, wallpaper, write notes.
And now I'm writing songs at the house for the album. So yeah,
So he's, oh, wait a minute. Did y'all hear that?
yeah,
Over the take back.
yeah. We're gonna
Did
work on
we?
it. We're
Did
gonna
we?
work on it. Yeah.
So we got an album in the future.
Yeah.
So are you looking at trying to get that out by this year, or they not? It's
Well,
just in the
we'll see.
works, not
It's in
sharing
the
yet.
works. Yeah.
Not gonna give us no tea.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll try to get it out as soon as we can.
So
It's hard when you like working a full-time job. You got to
yeah,
get in when you can get in. So yeah,
yeah, it is, and that's what was so amazing because he works a lot, y'all, and he would come in here, and he didn't seem tired. And like I said, he's not very talkative anyway. But he came in here just prepared. And I want to say for anybody that's wanting to do studio work, that's the way to do it. Don't come to the studio to rehearse because you're just thinking about this. He was blessed with the opportunity to take as long as he needed. Now, if you're an artist coming in here, not per se uh, to any studio, you're paying for studio time. So you don't have time to play unless you got money like that. And it can get deep in your pockets as far as per hour when you're doing studio time. But, if you work with Highly Favored Productions, we got the best deals around. But anyways, shameless plug. But anyways, but I mean, he came in here. I think we spent what 2-3 hours every time you came.
yeah. About 2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, and we got a plan worked in place of how you wanted to do it. Um, you worked on whatever you felt need critiquing on your own, and then when you were ready, came back in. We went ahead and scheduled out so many visits times here. And did you feel more confident each time you
I
got
did.
behind the mic?
Yep. I did. Yeah.
So it was easier every time you got up.
Like it's easier. Yep. Once you shake the nerves off, yes.
So he'll be telling us everything when he gets up in here again. He'll be like, yeah, man, I need y'all to do this. And then Danny play that back. Now, Danny, you need to do better on that.
I mean, once we got everything laid out and decided how we want to do it, I think we did. We come in and knocked it out in one take. I think.
That's what I'm saying. This is not, he is unusual. Let me just say that it's not too often we get artists that do that. Because I mean, either because of the nerves, they sing too low, or they're cracking because they're so nervous as far as hitting the notes and everything, or and making sure you enunciate so we can pick up everything and all that.
Yeah, that was T's problem. My enunciation.
It's cause that twang. Now I can't believe that he ain't always had that.
Nope, it's not natural.
I just don't believe him. Do
I mean,
y'all hear this?
it is now, but yeah, I guess once you train yourself to do it in your songs, it just kind of sticks with you. But, yeah.
Well, I'm looking for it to come on to me the longer I'm hearing it. Danny not receiving
Danny will get it first.
it. He keeps saying, no, look. I bet he's in there turning green right now, if you could tell.
He'll be in his country era. He'll get it. He'll
Because
get there.
I'm in my country girl era. I've always loved country. So who do you think was your inspiration as far as when you do choose music to do? Who would you say influenced you?
Now, like started out, it was like if I always said if I'm gonna be an artist, I want to be like a Toby Keith. That's why I started doing Toby Keith. I mean, he was pretty much he. Now that I mean, now that he's passed, I mean, it tore me up at night. I almost cried. But they like he was an icon. Like he was one of them that, unlike me, he wasn't scared of rejection. I'm going to go do this my way. Like, you tell me no, I'm going to start my own record label and become bigger than I was with you guys. And then
How about it?
and he did, and I always admired that. And then as you once you start doing this more and more, and you start getting your groove, it was I always wanted to be like Eric Church, like the country rock stuff. And then I grew up, and it's like now it's just like I like the newer stuff, but the newer stuff with the older feel, like, and it's just like I want to be. Everything's pop now, so I mean, like I'm good with the country pop stuff, but some of these artists out there now, there's too much pop in it. It's like I don't want to be that. I can do the country pop, but I don't want to be all like.
I feel you on that because I think all the genres are crossing over into each other. Because I mean, here, who would have thought Beyonce would come in? You could tell I have kind of feelings for that lady. Would come over into country, and she did it,
She did it.
and she did it well.
She won
I
awards
can't
for it.
take that from her, but it's still you still want the original stuff. I love Patsy Cline like that. Every song I know of Patsy Cline.
She was one of them that make you feel every once in a
Yes, I felt I cried even when I watched her life story. I like Dolly Parton. I like the Oak Ridge Boys. Those those are the ones that I grew up. Tim McGraw, Randy Travis.
Mhm.
All those were my boys
Everybody likes
singing.
Dolly.
I like it, I love it, I want. My kids would blast that.
They do. On the school bus every day. Every day.
So I like all that. Even like I said, the older stuff, the Loretta Lynn.
Mhm.
Uh, I love all that stuff. Grew up watching Hee Haw, so
Yeah.
the Man in Black. Uh, so I think sometimes it doesn't hurt to go a little old school
Yeah.
and bring that back
Yeah. But
because
you got to play to the crowd too. So
yeah,
you got to learn how to read a room. I mean that goes into your song selection stuff. Like you don't want to just go out there and just I'm gonna go out there and I'm just gonna be me. They're gonna
Mhm.
like me or they're not gonna like me.
Hmm.
Which is the mindset that I always have. Like I'm just gonna do my show. You're either gonna like it or you're not. But then you start reading the room. I'll be like, let's throw this in there. Let's throw this in there. And it goes over great. And then build your fan base. Like you can't just you got to play to the people. You can't just you know what I'm saying.
Be in your own little
Yeah.
bowl.
Yeah.
Not right now.
No.
Later on, you can. Because they're not going to care. You can sing about Kool-Aid and they'll be happy.
They might not care, but I mean, you'll care.
So you're going to do some cover songs as well? So that'll be fun to
Gonna mix it up. I'm broadening that night. Like I'm going out there. I'm opening up the vault for stuff that I've not sung in years, but I want to showcase what I can do for everybody there. So we're gonna do some Man in Black. We're gonna do some Johnny Cash and some Conway Twitty, and then some of the newer stuff and some of the '90s stuff. And yeah.
So I am true. We've been anticipating this night. We're like built up for it. We're all hyped about this, and so we're actually going to continue to advocate as much as we can for you because you have been a blessing and a pleasure. Your family, even your wife, has been amazing.
And I did too. The radio stations all made movies.
Yeah.
I'll bring up highly favored. So look,
We appreciate you. We do.
They're highly recommended. Anybody's out there wanting to do this.
We did pay him. We paid him to say all that, just so y'all know. So yeah, like I said, guys, you want to make sure that you, if you aren't able to make it, my sound changed some kind of way, Danny. Oh, oh, oh. I kept saying, I was like, why does it sound like we're picking up the room? I didn't realize you kept that mic on. So okay. Oh, producer. You make sure his battery was ooh.
It happens.
Uh, but anyways, so y'all grace us. But so next Friday, if you cannot be there, you can at least go ahead and download the music.
And I'm sure we'll do a live stream. I'm sure you follow the Brandon Lane page or some way it'll be on there. We'll live stream the show for the people that can't get out. So.
Um, we might have to think about that because y'all might want to try to stay home and watch the whole thing. But the experience is not going to be the same. You're going to miss the ambiance and the fact that you get to touch the man, and you'll get to talk to him. And like I said, it's going to be different in person, live.
Absolutely.
Than just listening to it, streaming it.
And the party don't stop with us. I think they're gonna have karaoke at night.
Yeah, afterwards,
everybody can stay around,
hang around,
show off your talents. And we might hang out for a little while with you.
You never know, and we'll still be hanging around. So, hey, you might want to come over and talk to us, or maybe we'll see some potential in the audience. Here's your time after his release party to showcase yourself. And sometimes people get bold when liquor and things get it. They find out they have voices they didn't know they had. They really do have some really good singers that we've heard over there as well. But I think they're just playing around. But I am so excited, and I'm glad that you did decide to get serious about it again. Mm-hmm. And you did an amazing job. And like he said, he's singing about what he knows, and that's his girls. And I think guys, don't just listen to the music, listen through the music, because I don't think people always pay attention to the words and what's being said. And I think if they listen to it, it will begin to. I'm telling y'all, I love this song.
Me too. I do.
I love this song. Yeah. And I just had the scratch vocals. So, and I like listened to it 50 million. I'm glad nobody at my job pays attention to what I sing, because they probably didn't realize they were hearing the new song. Yeah. They just told me to shut up.
I try to not let nobody know the work that I sing, but yeah, everybody's done found out. Patching the all the promos and stuff through phones and intercoms, and it's like, yeah.
So make sure y'all getting booked. Once again, put the booking information up. Again, if you guys want to get it booked, I would go ahead and start making plans. Like, you got weddings, you got parties, maybe you have office events and you're looking for entertainment. And like he said, he does covers, and we're going to be anticipating the album him coming back into the studio. And just like he said, now he's got the writing bug. Even though he says it's hard,
it's still hard.
He's got it. He's got it. I have no doubt.
It's definitely
hard. And when it's a natural talent, he'll see. Like I said, it was fun doing this.
Oh, it was blessed.
And watching and listening or reading him telling the story. When he would come back and say, hey, what about this? Then what about this? And then we get emails. What about this? So I was like, it's good. Why did you tell me that? Where did this come from? And just new stuff that was coming out. So he's saying it was hard, but he really did an amazing job. It was so much fun working with you. It really was. It was
same feelings here, yeah.
So yeah. All right, y'all. So we got a little bit of time left, and I want to make sure that we put up all the information again for you guys. And I want to give Brandon Wayne an opportunity to shout out anybody he wants to shout out. Any dedications, anything you want to say before we wrap it up and play your promo for your cities?
Just the family, the girls. I know they're watching. Madison and Brooklyn. I think Samantha, moms and dads. I think everybody's watching. So we'll see y'all next week.
All righty, y'all. And thank y'all for y'all's support. Thank y'all for y'all's patience. Thank y'all for tuning in. And for those of y'all that didn't watch it live, if you're listening through the audio platforms, that will not stop you from being able to get here. If you don't have nothing else to do, and I know you don't, come on down here to little old New Haven, Kentucky, over to the Long Branch on 135 South Main Street, January 24th from 7 to 9 p.m. Doors they're open all day long. So if you want it, you can hang out all day. But I would say for this event, I would probably start coming around 5:15, 5:30 if you want to make sure you have a seat, because I'm predicting that we're going to pack the house. Yeah. And y'all don't want to be out. It's too cold to be standing outside. Yeah,
it's going to be a packed house.
So get here so you can get seated as quickly and swiftly as possible. And I'm quite sure he's going, like he said, they would have a few hard copies, but it might not be enough for everybody. We might sell out before, the night's over with. And bring cash, y'all. We're not taking credit cards. We're not taking checks. We're not doing Cash App. We're not doing none of that. Bring cash. Bring cash. Bring the dollar. Anything that folds, we'll take it. You can even make the change. Mm-hmm. Make it. If I say make it rain, then you'll get mad at me, so I won't. So just jingle. Is that good, Danny? Jingle. The stuff that folds or the stuff that jingles. Bring it. We'll take it all. Get you some good eats. Enjoy the atmosphere. Meet some new people. And afterwards, it'll be open up to do karaoke and the children's and everything. Everybody will be going out and y'all continue to party on. I'm sure Brendan's going to hang around for a while to give out autographs and to talk to you and give you some information. And we just want to thank you guys all for tuning in to I've Got Favor, where it is your time to shine with me, your hostess, T, and our guest, Brandon Wayne, up and coming new HFP Plus artist, country, twang-a-lang-a, Brandon Wayne. Give it up, y'all. We're excited. So we're going to go ahead and play that promo. Make sure y'all get here. Come in. The opening acts are once again going to be Brooklyn Marie and Jordan. I'm going to kill his last. Barmore. Make sure y'all get in the house. These young people are going to get it started right for the evening. I'm ecstatic about that. So go ahead, check out the promo, and we will see you next week here in New Haven, Kentucky at the Long Branch Saloon on 135 South Main Street. Be here. Everything's going to start off at 7 and we'll end at 9 promptly. So you don't want to miss it.
Going to be fun night.
Free. Y'all like free. So get here before you start having to pay $100 to come see this man.
It's going to be the place to be.
Yeah. So get here. Say you was there. You was in the room when it happened. And the single again, the name of your single?
Girl Dad.
Girl Dad, January 24th. All right. Pizza Hair Grease. We'll check y'all out on January 24th. Later. We thank you for tuning in to I've Got Favor, where it's your time to shine with Prophetess T.